And a good evening, everybody, and welcome to A-Town High School here in Abingdon, Illinois, as we get ready for some volleyball here on this Thursday evening as the North Fulton Wildcats make the trip over to Abingdon here this evening to take on the A-Town Tornadoes as homecoming week continues here at A-Town High School with another volleyball match for the second night in a row. My name's Wyatt Reed, bringing you through this one this evening as we will start with the JV squad, who are rocking the pink jerseys here tonight. So we've adjusted the scoreboard accordingly here this evening. Hopefully the varsity squad is doing the same tonight, because if not, I got to make some changes to the scoreboard before our varsity match here this evening. Otherwise, we should be good to go here. Hard to tell, the varsity side standing off to my left. And I can't tell if they're wearing pink or not. Maybe they'll change into those pink uniforms as we go throughout the night here. But we're going to start with the JV side. The A-Town girls going to be rocking the pink jerseys here tonight as the homecoming week festivities continue. And we've got our second volleyball match in as many nights here at A-Town High School. And it was a good one last night for the A-Town girls as they disposed of Stark County in 2 sets. This JV squad, I mean, there's a lot. I honestly, I don't know if there's a lot of talk, but I feel like there should be a lot of talk about these girls on the JV side because the future, I should say, of the A-Town girls volleyball team is in very good hands when you've got players like Ava Patch, who's already getting starting time in the varsity roster, but she's playing obviously here in the JV match here as well. Emily Wallace is getting some starting time in varsity, so a lot of these players are getting double the workload, and it's actually probably going to give them a little bit of confidence as they get ready for their later years of high school. So very excited for the future of A-Town volleyball here. It's been kind of a tough year on the varsity side of things, but the junior varsity side of things has been very impressive. I've seen them rattle off quite a few wins throughout this JV schedule this season. And even when they haven't won, they've been playing some really close matches against some really tough opponents. The game, specifically, I think it was against Knoxville that I did, was so close, so good. And that might have been I don't know, was that the varsity game? No, that was the JV game. A-Town lost the first set against a really good Knoxville team, won the second set, and then held on in extra volleyball to get the job done in the third set against Knoxville several weeks ago. So, I mean, I know that was a while ago, but, I mean, they've been playing some good volleyball ever since. Last night they had a rather easy time with Stark County, 25-15, 25-15, and here we are getting ready for our starting lineups here tonight, as I think they are going to go through the starting lineups for each side. My camera girl is not up here with me as of right now. She will be here in just a moment, so I don't know if I'll be able to get the starting lineup announcements if they do the starting lineup announcements, which looks like they're going to here this evening. As we'll start with the JV side. Oh, good, the varsity side is wearing pink as well. Just off to the left of your screen there, I'm seeing Avery Stiegel. She's wearing a different number here tonight, but Avery Stiegel is rocking the pink jerseys as well. So I don't have to worry about a change to the scoreboard. That's some good news right there. All righty. Well, we're about to get this one underway here as, again, we'll go through the starting lineups here, it looks like, for both sides. North Fulton coming in. This is a really good North Fulton squad as they come in. Their varsity team, according to Max Preps, they have won 10 matches this season. They're set at 10-4. Of course, Max Preps, you got to kind of take with a grain of salt. Sometimes they don't necessarily get all the games in. So the starting lineups being announced for the JV side of North Fulton. And that would be number 10, Hannah Urias. Hopefully I'm saying that name right there. Hannah Urias, number 10. And number 14 out there here this evening is Jane Brenner. So Brenner out there as well. There our camera starts to move. So our camera girl is here. Maddie Patterson, excuse me. Followed by number 29, Johnny Lynch. And number 32 out there this evening is Allison Brooks. So that's your starting 5. Missed one, number 25, Braylee Irwin out there for North Fulton. For A-Town, the starting lineup looks like this. Number 2, Emily Wallace, actually Ava Patch, followed by Emily Wallace. And then wearing number 20 here tonight is Camden Hall. Number 4 is Madison Creek, followed by number 14, Vivian Bigger. Number 15 this evening is Ella Timmons. Starting lineups for our JV match here this evening. Feel free to get into the comments. Let us know where you're watching from, who you're pulling for, your reaction to the match as it plays along here tonight. Good to be with you here for a second straight night from A-Town High School. Second of 3 straight nights. TSSR broadcasting live here at A-Town. Homecoming football game tomorrow night. Don't forget about that. We'll be on the air right about 7 o'clock for that one tomorrow. We'll talk more about that in the post-game of the varsity as we get ready to move on to our next streams. Plenty of stuff going on, though, on TSSR. My goodness, it's going to be a busy day tomorrow. High school football in full swing. Homecoming for some schools, including A-Town here. What is it, Candyland theme, you said, huh? Candyland theme here. So the school is decorated in the proper attire. Looks fantastic, by the way. Well done by the kiddos there.
Our color was black, so I had someone paint black on it.
As we get ready to go here, Camden Hall is going to start us off here in the service department for A-Town. And we are officially underway as Hull gets that one in for A-Town. North Fulton going to set it up as they get that one to the backside. That one going to work to perfection, as I believe that's going to be number 32. And that is Brooks, Allison Brooks, who I think right off the get-go is going to pick up a kill for North Fulton. The Wildcats up 1-0, and then a service ace, or service error, I should say, goes out of play. And so it's 1-1 early on here. Let me get my numbers out from last night's JV matchup here so I have some numbers of reference to go off of here. I haven't had those a lot this season. As the service comes in by Emily Wallace, setting it up. There's a hit down for number 22. That is Maddie Patterson. Nice defense there at the net. Sent back. Timmons able to save it for A-Town. Patch will send it back across. 1-1 the early score. Here's Ava Patch. She's going to wind it up, and she's going to knock that one down. Ava Patch. I talked very highly of her last night. I won't sound like a broken record, but this girl going to be a pretty good star on the varsity side, I feel like, here in the years to come. She's only a freshman. And here comes North Fulton. They send it back across here as they'll set it back up, back into the corner. And North Fulton struggles to get it back over the net. They can't get it back in the 3 shots they're allowed, so 3-1 now is the score. Emily Wallace serving it up again. Wallace, 4 kills, and an ace last night. And that one sent out of play off the hands of A-Town. And that'll be, who hit that one there? I'll have to go back and look at the old records here. I think that was number 22, and if that's the case, that is Maddie Patterson. That was going to be her first kill, if that is indeed the case. I'm going to go with it. Battle at the net. Swinging number 25 for North Fulton. Braylee Irwin, the freshman, hits that one into the net, and it's now 4-2. A-Town got out to such a strong start yesterday, they really didn't look back. It was a very dominant performance against Stark County as that service goes out of play. 25-15, 25-15, and honestly, that was being a little generous, some of the scores there. A-Town had full control of that match last night. Ella Timmons going to send that one down to the floor. Ella Timmons will pick up her first kill of the night. And A-Town with a 5-3 lead. They haven't updated the score yet, but it should be 5-3. There we go. Vivian Bigger serves that one in for A-Town. Tapped across there by Patterson. Ooh, a battle there at the net, and that one going to go out of play. Another point for A-Town. They're doubling up North Fulton here in the early going. 6-3 now the score. Vivian Bigger back to do the serving duties. I got to do my score sheet a little different tonight because I was a dum-dum and forgot to print off my stat sheet tonight. Thankfully, I had some spares. Sort of. That one goes into the back corner. I'll set that one up. Back into the ball game here, Molly Hennepin. Now getting some more playing time as that one pushed a little too far by Braylee Irwin. Out of play. Last touch by North Fulton, 7-3. A-Town with the early lead. Here's Vivian Bigger. Sends that one to the far sideline there. Do love those pink uniforms that they are rocking here tonight for breast cancer awareness, as that one is set into the corner, off the hands, I should say, of the Wildcats. And that will be another point, another kill if I can get the number, but we do have a timeout, so we will take it with them. Timeout on the field. We're back after this on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
It was the community that really drew me back to Macomb. I'm from a small community, and I'm from a farm family, and ultimately I always wanted to practice in a place like that, and I felt that I had the ability to connect to people who with a similar background from me, and the fact that the staff members at the hospital and the support, all the support staff at the hospital was also focused with the goal of patient care. It felt like it just all came hammered at home for me.
Welcome back, TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. Wyatt Reed on the call. 8-3, A-Town with the lead. I did go back and get the kill, the number of who got that last kill. That is going to be Ella Timmons, and she's already at 2 kills here this evening. So really good start here for Ella. A-Town tapping that one over. Nice play by Camden Hall. Again, she's wearing number 20 here tonight in the black uniforms. Well, the pink and the black uniforms. Was just talking about those before we signed off. There's Ella Timmons again. She's going to go for the back and can't get that one to go in play. So the run for A-Town comes to an end. It's 8-4. In to do the serving duties now. Number 22. Is that number 22? I think so. There's going to be a service ace. So we'll get a check to make sure. It is indeed number 22. That is Maddie Patterson. She's already got a kill now, add an ace to her name. 8-5 the score. Patterson gets that one in as sent back over by Camden Hall. Here's Hannafin. A-Town gets it over. Hammering that one right down to the floor. They made that one way too easy for Johnny Lynch, number 29. Lynch with her first kill here tonight. 3 kills for North Fulton and an ace. 3 kills for A-Town here tonight. No aces for the Tornadoes. Hennefant gonna send that one. Did she keep it in? The answer is no. The update scoreboard is it's a little slow here, 8-7. Namely me. I'm the slow one. Patterson will serve that one into the corner, and we're tied. What a run here by the Wildcats. Namely by Patterson. Maddie Patterson. Doing all the hard work in the service game. She's got 2 aces now. Patterson, ooh, she nearly got another one there. Here's Hennefin. Oh, that one goes right down to the floor. You'll take them however you can get them, right? Right down to the floor. That ends the run, and that gives Molly Hennefin her first kill of the night, number 16. And now she'll come in to do the serving duties. Beautiful night once again here in Western Illinois, but we are in the nice comfort of the indoors. Won't be the case tomorrow, but it's still going to be a nice night tomorrow night. Here's Hull tapping it over on 2. North Fulton scrambling a little bit. Somehow is able to get that over, and we got a violation. I think that's a carry for A-Town. We're tied at 9. This was an 8-3 match early on. North Fulton then going on a 6-0 run, or a 5-0, or excuse me, a 5-0 run. Do your math right there, buddy. That one hammered down by Emily Wallace. Wallace will pick up her first kill of the night. And A-Town back in front by 1. Ella Timmons comes in. We've lost our scoreboard there for a moment. Back up it is, up and running. Ella Timmons going to pick up the ace. How about this start for Ella Timmons? She's got 2 kills and an ace by my tally. I'm going to take my scoring with a grain of salt. I do the best I can. I feel like I've become very knowledgeable when it comes to volleyball, but sometimes I'm wrong. Sometimes the scorer and I just don't agree. That one off the block end down to the floor as there's Ava Patch. That one was easy. Ava Patch with her second kill of the night. Honestly, doing these games has gotten me really excited to watch, like, women's college volleyball. I'll find myself watching that. A nice block there at the net. Those girls in college volleyball are very impressive. That was a nice block there in front by Ava Patch. And the A-Town Tornadoes are on a 4-0 run. Dating back to this game being tied at 9. 13-9 our score. Camden Hall sets that one up. Emily Wallace taps it right over. We got a whistle. We got a violation from North Fulton. And the run will continue to 5-0. 5-0 run makes it 14-9. Ella Timmons with the serving duties. She'll get that one in. She's got an ace here in this service game so far. Setting that one up for Ava Patch. North Fulton will punch that one to the far side. Hall taps it over on 2, scrambling for it. North Fulton. The Wildcats dug out nicely there by Ella Timmons. She's been really good here in the early going. That one hammered but dug out. Tapped over on 2. Good battle here in this one. A-Town will set it up. Here is Ava Patch touching that one down. Ava Patch will get another one. Ava Patch with her 3rd kill of the night, and the run is now 6-0. 6-0 run here for A-Town. Ella Timmons comes in. Serving it up one more time. Wanting to keep this run going. Oh my, nearly got an ace right there. That's a nice effort by the libero here this evening. Number 2, Olivia Waftel. We got a whistle, and it's going to be another point for A-Town. A 7-0 run here for A-Town. 16-9. Timmons serves that one in. North Fulton looking for something on their side. Tapping it over. Patch is there. Ava Patch. Back into the corner. Here we go again. There's Emily Wallace. Dug out nicely by Waftel. Here's Waftel. Olivia Waftel sends that one too far. 17-9. By the way, that's Olivia spelled with an A. I don't know if I've ever seen Olivia spelled that way. That one will go out of play, and that will end the 8-0 run. The 8-0 service game for Ella Timmons, and she'll check out. All her hard work comes to an end, 17-10, as Waftel serves it up here for North Fulton. Here's Emily Wallace sending that one a little bit too far. It's back-to-back points for the Wildcats as they try to get back into this first set. First 25, best of 3. Waftel, that was right, a perfect placement right there. Waftel put that in no man's land, and that's going to be her first ace of the night. Give her that ace. 17-12. Good battle back here for the Wildcats. There's Wallace off the block. Nobody could find the ball. Emily Wallace, give her another kill. She's up to 2. Nobody could find it after that one was hit off the block. Here's Camden Hall. 18-12 our score. That one tapped back across for the Wildcats. Tapped over on 2 by Vivian Bigger. That one dug out for a moment. Got to get back and save it. They are able to save it, but it goes into the rafters and ended up hitting that divider up top. And that is a no-go. 18-13 should be the score. They have it as 18-12 on the scoreboard here. Here's Bigger. Maybe it is 18-12. Maybe I double tapped. It's possible. Here is Ava Patch. That one off the top of the net, but it goes out of play. Not off the block, off the top of the net. 18-13 now is the score. I got ahead of myself there, I'm guessing, so my apologies there. Number 10 serving that one in. That's Hannah Urias. And I hope I'm saying her name correctly. Back across here is Bigger. Good fight here. Oh, they do make it 18-14 on the scoreboard. Ooh, what do you know? I was right. We got a violation as the Tornadoes are going to be gifted a point there by North Fulton, 19-14. And Emily Wallace will come in to do the serving duties. Wallace, a really good server. May not show up on the stat sheet as that one goes out of play. She doesn't get a ton of service aces, but she does seem to serve quite a while when she is at the service line. So her serves lead to points for A-Town. 20-14 the score. That one hammered at the net, but it can't get over the net. Maddie Patterson was trying to hammer that one over, but to no avail. 21-14 our score. We got a timeout. We'll take a break. Back after this. TSSR Game Time Live. It's presented by MDH.
I chose physical therapy because I knew I wanted to be in the healthcare field. I wanted to be able to help patients in some way related to more in depth. We get to know our patients, and that's really what kind of sets us apart.
Welcome back, TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. Wyatt Reed on the call. My apologies there for the black screen there for a moment. I got my phone back, so if you missed our stream yesterday, you may be out of the loop. My phone just straight up on my way here yesterday just died. Just said, I've had enough, no warning, no nothing. It just went black and didn't turn back on. So I was playing with my new phone during that 15-second break, and in retrospect, that might have been a bad idea. 21-14, A-Town with the lead. But I have a new one here, and it didn't even cost me as much as I thought I was going to today. Shout out to the fella who helped me at Verizon in Burlington here today. Oh, what a nice play there by North Fulton to try to save it. As I believe that was Vivian Bigger who tapped that one across. I think technically that would be her kill. I'm going to give it to her. It was a nice effort by Waftel, just was unable to keep it in play. Into the back corner, that one too far by Maddie Patterson. Kind of a frustrating first set here. Right as North Fulton got back into this one. A-Town is taking control here. Frustrating for the Wildcats as back across, 23-14 the score. Setting it up for Hennepin. Hennepin gets that one off the block, and it lands right in front of the defender's feet. Down to the floor it goes. Hennepin's going to pick up her second kill here in the set, and we have set point. Tapped over quickly for North Fulton, and the set will continue for at least another point. 25-15 our score. Coming in to do the serving duties here, Jane Brenner, the freshman for North Fulton. 24-15, Hennepin gets it across for A-Town. Oh, a little miscommunication there from the Wildcats. Sets it up for Hennepin. Hennepin trying to end the set, and she does! Hennepin picks up her third kill here in the set, and she ends it 25-15, the first set final score. What a great set that was. Third straight set the A-Town JV squad has won by the score of 25-15. So we go to the second set, and we'll have it for you here in just a moment. Keep it here as you're watching TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
You get the opportunity to see so many different things that if you worked at a bigger hospital, you may not be able to see. You know, work is not just about the job, it's also about the people that work alongside you, and we have the best teamwork. They're like a second family. Sometimes you can't get that feeling other places.
At Western Illinois University, leathernecks don't just blend in. Our purple stands out. Our students are innovative, creative, and resilient. At WIU, there's limitless potential, with campuses in Macomb, the Quad Cities, and online. Visit wiu.edu/potential to become a leatherneck and get an education that stands out.
It was the community that really drew me back to Macomb. I'm from a small community, and I'm from a farm family, and ultimately I always wanted to practice in a place like that, and I felt that I had the ability to connect to people who with a similar background from me, and the fact that the staff members at the hospital and the support, all the support staff at the hospital was also focused with the goal of patient care. It felt like it just all came hammered at home for me.
Welcome back to TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. Wyatt Reed on the call. 25-15, A-Town winning the first set here in our JV matchup here this evening. One more set to go here for A-Town if they pull this one off. Otherwise, if North Fulton comes back, we get to go to a third and final set. We've had a lot of third set matches on the JV side this year. It feels like, anyway, at least 2 or 3. 25-15, let's take a look at the numbers. Let me update the scoreboard here real quick as the officials are getting all situated here. Ava Patch with 3 kills here tonight for A-Town, leading the way, along with Molly Hennepin. She's got 3 kills tonight. 2 kills tonight for Emily Wallace, 2 kills and an ace tonight for Ella Timmons, and 1 kill tonight for Vivian Bigger. That is your stat rundown right there for A-Town. For North Fulton, kind of a quiet stat sheet. I'll get the numbers for you here as we move along, as that one sent out of play. That'll be a service ace to start off the second set. Good start here for North Fulton as I try to get that number. Is that number 16? It is. Is that 16 or 14? Yeah, we'll figure it out. That one hammered down by Emily Wallace. She's got another one. That's number 10, excuse me. That's Hannah Urias. So give her an ace. Allison Brooks with a kill here tonight. Olivia Waftel with an ace. That serve goes into the net. Urias just picked up the ace, but she did not have that in the first set. 1 kill and 2 aces tonight for Maddie Patterson. And 1 kill tonight for number 29, that is Johnny Lynch. So that is your scoring breakdown there for North Fulton. Kind of a quieter stat sheet here tonight. And again, take my stats with a grain of salt. It's very possible I missed a number or something like that. That one gonna go for number 32, Allison Brooks. She was quiet in the first. We gotta update the scoreboard here. I'm a little slow. 3-1 is the score. I was looking at all those numbers and missed a couple of points there. 3-1, we got a violation on A-Town right in front of the net here, according to the official. I guess they got out of position a little too early. Is that kind of like a false start in the NFL?
Yeah.
Learn something new every day. I didn't know they had false starts in volleyball.
Yeah.
All righty.
I played.
You played?
Yeah.
Really? All right. Oh, the multi-talented Alyssa, our great camera girl here tonight, says that is Jane Brenner, number 14, serving it up. Here's Emily Wallace, that one off the block. Dug out nicely, though, by the Wildcats. Here's Hull, punched that one over on 2. Sends it across Braylee Irwin, number 25. Here's Patch. 4-1, a good start here for North Fulton after a rather dominant first set for A-Town. And that one goes into the net as Ella Timmons trying to save it. Saved it just a little too good. That one went into the net, and it's now 5-1. As back out to do the serving is Brenner. Jane Brenner. Camden Hall sets it up for Patch. As that one, is that going to stay in? Oh, that did stay in play. What a play by Ava Patch. North Fulton was looking at each other saying, hey, maybe it'll go out. Maybe it'll go out. It did not go out. 5-2. Here's Emily Wallace. She'll serve it up. Kind of an awkward return. North Fulton able to get it over, though. Hall sets it up for Patch. Left-handed shot there, and that one no good. Hall sends that one in to Vivian Bigger. Bigger will tap it over, dug out. Ooh, we got a whistle, and I think Bigger, her back might have hit the net right there. That is certainly the case. 6-2. We got a whistle, we got a timeout. A-Town wanting to talk this one over. We'll be back in just a moment here on TSSR Game Time Live. It's presented by MDH.
Dry needling is where you insert a filiform needle into a muscle, a tendon, a ligament, sometimes a bone, and it promotes blood flow and circulation so that it heals that particular painful area.
Welcome back to TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. Wyatt Reed on the call here from A-Town High School, Abingdon, Illinois. Homecoming week is upon us here. 6-2 our score here in the early going. In the second set, A-Town winning the first set 25-15. So kind of a turnaround here in set number 2. But plenty of volleyball left here. A-Town wants to get this one done and send us to our varsity match here tonight, while North Fulton says, hold on, my friend. Not so fast, my friend. That's a great Lee Corso would say. Man, I miss Lee Corso being on the broadcast. Here's Allison Brooks. I'm pretty sure that's the second Lee Corso reference I've had in as many weeks. I was doing a football game earlier this week and was looking through the old tape there, and yeah, sure enough, I made a Lee Corso reference when I was doing the West Central game last week. 6-3 as an error there for North Fulton. Responding is A-Town with an error of their own, 7-3. A-Town winning set number 1, so North Fulton has to win this one here, first to 25. If they're able to do so, we'll go to 15. Oh, that one right down the line. What a play. Oh, that one nicely done by Braylee Irwin. I didn't think that had a chance to stay in. It does, though, and the Wildcats lead 8-3. One of the biggest leads in this match, as that one does not get across. 6 points, I think, would be the biggest lead here for the Wildcats. 9-3. Serving that one in again, number 22. That is Maddie Patterson. And there's all sorts of commotion right there. And you could make the argument that is an ace. I think that's more of an error on the A-Town side, so. Setting it up for Hennepin. Hennepin, oh, nearly got another kill here. She's been good here tonight. Good block there in front by the A-Town defense. Gets it back over. Timmons tried to send that one across, but can't do so. And it is a night and day difference from first set to second set. 10-3 our score. Gets it back up here. There's Timmons. We've got a whistle, and it's going to be a violation on North Fulton. So A-Town finally going to get the service down 11-4. Looking to go on a run here is Vivian Bigger in the service game. Nice save there for North Fulton. Can they get it across? Oh, yes, they can. Camden Hall taps it over on 2. Hull sets it up. Timmons tried to get that one down. 11-4 the score. Here's Hennepin. Hennepin off the top of the block. Saved nicely by the Wildcats. Playing some good defense here in the second set. That one hammered, but nice defense there. Urias has that one nicely done. Number 25, Braylee Irwin. Didn't have a kill in the first set. She waited till the second, and now she's got 2. 12-4 now the score. And now she'll go back to the service line here. Irwin. Well, that was just a miss hit right there. Happens to the best of us. 12-5. 12-5 is the score, as to the line is Molly Hennepin. Hennepin serves that one in. That one's got some force to it. Can't keep that one in play. She was looking for that corner. 13-5. We saw a dominant first set for North Fulton, and it's been just as dominant, or a dominant first set for A-Town, as that one nicely done there by Emily Wallace. She's going to pick up kill number 4 here tonight, and it's 13-6. But A-Town was dominant in the first set, and just as dominant in response has been the A-Town or the North Fulton Wildcats. Got the other side of Fulton County coming into town tomorrow for the football game, as that one, that's the second time we've seen Ava Patch do that. She's going to get that one to drop in play, and it is 13-7. Scoreboard, I think, is 1 point off again. 13-7 our score by my tally. As we got a whistle, that's a whistle on North Fulton. Another violation there. We'll see if the scoreboard updates correctly. It's not even updating at all. 13-7. Well, I'll keep it with what the scoreboard is here. 13-7. Timmons looking to go on another long service game as she did in set number 1. Here's Emily Wallace. That one, Urias gets it back across. Nope, see, they updated it again. They eventually looked, and there's another point for A-Town. And now it's 13-9. Now I'm getting behind. 13-9. Always go with your gut, kids. I talk about it all the time. As that one hammered down, a nice play there for Allison Brooks, number 32 for the Wildcats. I think they got to keep going through her. She is their tallest player. I think they got to keep on feeding Brooks. Here's Ava Patch, another person that needs to be fed, and there's a reason why. Ava Patch. She's got 6 kills here tonight. Some would say she's already been fed plenty, but North Fulton would say that. Camden Hall serving that one in. A-Town hoping for some more for Ava. That one dug out nicely. What a play there. Back across. Oh, a good block there in front. Here's Ava Patch. Blocked at the net. A nice play by number 32, Allison Brooks. Just mano-a-mano right there. Ava Patch just cocked back and was going to go for it no matter who was standing in front of her. Unfortunately for her, it was the tallest girl on the floor, Allison Brooks. Here's Emily Wallace, and Wallace will pick up another kill here tonight. She's got 5. Ava Patch has got 6 by my count. And the numbers are starting to add up here for the A-Town JV side here tonight. Save some for the varsity match here tonight. Don't forget we've got that varsity match coming up here a little bit later once this one is all said and done. Ava Patch tapped across by Hall. Setting it up for Brooks again, but Brooks sends that one just a little too wide. And A-Town has slowly crept their way back into this one. They were down by as much as 8 in the first set. 11-3, I think, was the score at one point. They have since made a run here. 15-12, North Fulton with the lead, and trying to do it again was Ava Patch. Not so lucky that time as she sends that at just a little bit wide, 16-12. Allison Brooks will come in, number 32, to serve it in for North Fulton. Rocking the black uniforms with the white numbers, a little red and white trim there. Here's Hall, punching that one across. Battle at the net, Hall digs it out, Bigger, setting it up for Patch. Patch goes far side, did she get it on the line? No, she did not. Sent it just a little too far. 17-12. We got a whistle, another violation here on A-Town, a little false start again. As the officials are now chatting about it. I think they're gonna give it to her anyway. So the violation on A-Town. Back to a 6-point lead, here's Hennepin. Hennepin goes for that corner, and she can't keep it in. 19-12. A-Town had this thing down to a 4-point lead. They cut it down. They might have cut it down to 3 at one point. But it has been one heck of a run here as the Wildcats in full control here in set number 2. We'll take a break. We're back after this. TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
At Western Illinois University, leathernecks don't just blend in. Our purple stands out. Our students are innovative, creative, and resilient. At WIU, there is limitless potential, with campuses in Macomb, the Quad Cities, and online. Visit wiu.edu/potential to become a leatherneck and get an education that stands out.
Welcome back, TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. Wyatt Reed on the call after the timeout. Well, it didn't help A-Town any. They were the ones that called the timeout, and they were not ready for that serve one bit. Allison Brooks, she's going to pick up an ace, her first ace of the night. A-Town's only got 1 ace tonight, while North Fulton sits here with 5 by my tally. Here's Vivian Bigger, got to get it across. She does, 20-12. And a battle in front of the net. We got a whistle. And it looks like it's going to be a point for
I think 29.
the Tornadoes. What's that?
I think 29 stepped over the line. When she
Stepping over the line there. Can't do that. 20-13. Here's Ava Patch, one of the better servers here on this A-Town squad. Battle in front and a little miscommunication in front there. 21-13. These are mistakes that we weren't seeing in set number 1 for A-Town. North Fulton has been able to capitalize here. The Wildcats 4 points away from sending us to a third set. Here's Timmons in front. Timmons will tap that one down. Nice play for Ella Timmons. 21-14. We've had this score a lot in the last 2 nights, 21-14. I always think football when I hear 21-14. But that's not the case here. Vivian Bigger will get that one in. Oh, and that one ricochets off the net. Good battle for it by North Fulton, but that is going to be a service ace for Vivian Bigger. So give her an ace. Only 2 aces now for A-Town compared to 5 for the Wildcats. Bigger gets that one back in. Scrambling here, Waftel can't get that one over the net. And it's now 21-16, a whistle and a timeout. North Fulton trying to keep this thing in control and send it to a third set. We'll take a break. We'll be back in just a moment on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
I chose physical therapy because I knew I wanted to be in the healthcare field. I wanted to be able to help patients in some way related to more in depth. We get to know our patients, and that's really what kind of sets us apart.
Welcome back, TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. Wyatt Reed on the call as out of the timeout, 21-16. A-Town trying to claw their way back. They fell behind by 7 again here in the second set. They've got back-to-back points. North Fulton trying to keep things in control as they want to send this to a third and final set. But a nice block in front there by A-Town. Hall and Timmons in front of the net on that one. 21-17 now the score as Vivian Bigger comes in, serving it in again. North Fulton trying to hang on. Here's Timmons going to tap it over on, and she'll tap it right back across. Setting it up, that one hammered down, dug out there nicely by A-Town. Nice play by Bigger. In front of the net. Oh, Timmons will send that one back. Good battle here, 21-17. Neither side wanting to give an inch, and then swinging and hitting that one into the net is number 29, Johnny Lynch. Lynch a little frustrated after that one, but you got to shake that one off. In the game of volleyball, you got to shake it off, move on to the next point. Easier said than done, though, 21-18. As that one goes off the block and out of play, Urias is going to pick up the kill there, number 10, her first kill of the night. 22-18. And in to serve it up, number 25 is Braylee Irwin, excuse me. As that one set towards the near side. Ella Timmons towards the back corner, can't keep that one in play. And the Wildcats are now 2 points away from sending us to a third and final set. Irwin is going to pick up the ace as the run will now continue. Irwin has now got an ace to go along with 2 kills. 24-18 set point. Irwin trying to save that one into play here. Camden Hall gets it across for A-Town. Looking to go on a run are the Tornadoes. Camden Hall will tap it over on 2, and that's going to work perfectly. Camden Hall, her first kill. 24-19. Not over yet. Molly Hennefant will come in. She'll do the serving duties. Hennefant, by the way, she's got 3 kills, had them all in the first set, so she's been quiet here in set number 2. That one tapped over. Timmons tried to send that one to the back, but Waftel was ready for it, sending that one out of play. A little frustration there by Johnny Lynch. Lynch feeling like this set should be over now. As Hennefant, that's a nice serve right there. That's going to be trouble trying to get it over. Able to get it across here. Here's Hall. Timmons. Timmons. Ooh, nice play there. Got to get it back over to the Wildcats. Hall taps it over on 2. Urias. Is that one in play? No, it is not. Ooh, the North Fulton side not happy with that call. 21 for A-Town. 24 still for the Wildcats. Here's Hennefant, just over the top of the net. As back across, here's Hall setting it up. Here's Timmons. Timmons off the block, and that one goes down. Another kill for Ella Timmons. She's got 4. Timeout on the floor. We'll keep it here. as we are in the midst of one heck of a second set. This was 24-18 just a few moments ago. A-Town rattling off 4 in a row and putting the pressure back on the Wildcats, who are trying to wrap this thing up and send it to a third and decisive set here. A-Town, this is just the fight that you love to see from your youngsters. And I know Coach Tinkham isn't necessarily the coach of the JV squad. I mean, she's sitting on the bench, but she's got to love seeing the future players here on the A-Town side putting up so much fight here in this one. Here's Molly Hennepin again serving it in off the block. Sending it in is Timmons. Will push that one across. Here's Urias. Urias off the block. Here's Emily Wallace. 22-24. That one a little too long again by Johnny Lynch. I mean, you can see the frustration on her face from all the way up here. 24-23. Can A-Town pull this off? Molly Hennepin gets that one in. Got to keep them in play as that one goes long and we're tied. Jane Brenner sends that one too long, and how about this run from A-Town? A 6-0 run at 24-18. Hennepin looks to keep it going for A-Town. As that one goes long, did they touch it? No, and A-Town now has set point. What a rally. Hennepin looking at Coach Hendel. One more point and A-Town will complete the comeback. And they send it over on to North Fulton does. They return the favor to the Tornadoes. Urias back into the corner, and that one gonna drop, and we're tied at 25. Give her second kill, Urias. In to do the serving duties, number 2, Olivia Waftel, the sophomore. 25 all. Got to win by 2. Oh, and a battle for it, and what a time to pick up an ace. Waftel's got 2 aces tonight. 26-25. Can the Wildcats hold on? Send us to a third set. Hall taps it over on 2. Urias. Timmons. Wallace gets it over for A-Town. That one back across. Here's Hall. Gets it to Wallace. Wallace sends it across. Back over on 2. Dug out by Bigger. Here's Emily Wallace again. Off the block and down to the floor. Emily Wallace picks up another kill. She's got 6. We're tied at 26. Boy, a big crowd has showed up here for this one, and you can hear them with every point A-Town has been able to pull off on this run. 26 all. North Fulton had it 24-18 at one point. Here's Ava Patch. Battling back and forth here. Neither side wanting to give an inch here. Here's Patch again. Hammers that one down. Battle at the net. Patch back across. Setting it up for Patch again. She'll send it across. Patch tapped at the net. Dug out by North Fulton. A battle at the net again. Serving it up. Here's Wallace. That one blocked. Dug out nicely by A-Town, though. Hammering that one just too far. Maddie Patterson. Actually, no, that's number 32, Allison Brooks. Hitting that one just a hair too far. And A-Town with their second set point here in this set after trailing 24-18. Here's Ella Timmons serving for the match. Camden Hall back to Wallace. Tap down, a nice play there in front of the net, number 32, Allison Brooks. She's the one they need to go through. Brooks has got 4 kills. We're tied at 27. Hannah Urias serving it in for the Wildcats. Here's Wallace. Oh, a miss hit there by Wallace. That one goes into the net. And now once again, it is set point. 28-27. Here in set number 2. Here's Ava Patch. Oh, that one blocked nicely by North Fulton. Back across Creek. Ooh, that's trouble at the net. Able to save it is Hull. Hull sending that one over. Tapped at the net. Punched across by A-Town. North Fulton saves it. This one's got to go over. What great effort on both sides. Here's Patch. Into the corner. She keeps it in. We're tied at 28. all. Camden Hall will come in. Hall serves that one in. Back over by Patterson. Bigger. Here's Patch. Tapped over. A little love tap right there. Here's Hall. Back to Wallace. Wallace off the block. That one goes down. Point for the Tornadoes. One point to go. Emily Wallace picked up her 7th kill. 29-28. As that one tried to get that one into the corner. Nice save there by Ella Timmons. Battling in front. Hall sets it up for Patch. Patch pushes that one across. Scrambling. This one's got to go over. It won't go over. And the comeback is complete. A-Town wins a wild second set to win in 2 sets. How about that? 25-15, 30-28. Your final score here in this JV match. A-Town was down 24-18 here in the second set and came roaring back. A 6-0 run to tie it. And then a battle back and forth from 24-all to 28-all. A-Town able to get the 2 points they needed after 28-all. What a battle that was. Man. All righty, let's take a second here and catch our breath a little bit and take a look at the numbers before we wrap up this stream. And we still got a varsity stream to do here tonight. Ava Patch, 7 kills on the night. She leads the way for A-Town. Also, Emily Wallace with 7 kills here this evening. Ella Timmons had 4 kills tonight and an ace. Her service game was incredible here tonight, so she was very impressive as well. Molly Hennefant with 3 kills tonight. A kill and an ace for Vivian Bigger, and 1 kill tonight for Camden Hall. For North Fulton, their scores look like this. Allison Brooks, gave it all she could. She finishes with 4 kills tonight and an ace. 2 aces tonight for the libero here. That is Olivia Waftel. Let's see here. Hannah Urias. She had 2 kills and an ace tonight. 2 kills and an ace tonight also for number 25, Braylee Irwin. Number 22, Maddie Patterson with a kill and 2 aces. And number 29, Johnny Lynch with 1 kill. Had the opportunity for more, but she missed on some opportunities, and I think she let frustration maybe get the best of her in this one. But it was one heck of a battle. What a ball game. What a match. And we still got the varsity match coming up a little bit later on here. Again, if you're just joining us, A-Town was down 24-18 in set number 2. They had won set number 1, so I mean they had the 3rd set to fall back on, but they wanted to get the job done in 2. That's what you want to do when you're in volleyball. You want to get the job done as quickly as you can in 2 sets, and hey, they got the job done. 2 sets, a 2-0 victory, 30-28. It took a little bit of extra volleyball here tonight, but the job was done. 30-28 after a 25-15 first set. It was a dominant first set, and it looked like North Fulton really flipped it on its head, this match on its head. They were in cruise control. They led 11-3 at one point in the second set, I believe. They were up 7 or 8. I do know that much. Whether it was 11-3 or a couple other points, whatever the case may be, they were up by 7, 8 points and had just absolute domination in their sights for the second set and trying to send this one to a third and final set. However, A-Town comes roaring back, a 6-0 run to tie it. North Fulton had a couple more chances with a couple more set points in that tie battle because you got to win by 2. And eventually A-Town tied it up at 28 and won it 30-28 here in the second. So we can only hope that the second game is as good as our first game has been here this evening. We're going to have to find out. We'll have the varsity match coming up here in just a little while. The pink uniforms, A-Town rocking those once again here tonight. So we'll have that on the scoreboard here and get ready for some more volleyball as A-Town taking on the Wildcats of North Fulton. We've got a good one in the books, and we've got more great volleyball coming up in just a little while. So head over to our homepage, go to the live stream, or go to the live page, I should say, and then the live page will take you to the live stream that we have created and ready to go. By the way, we have I think there's a homecoming proposal going on right now, and I'm going to catch it right here. That's Molly Hennefant. And is that Brody Ford from the football team? I think it is. The only reason I know that is because that's his dad behind him. And sure enough, that is a homecoming proposal right there. So love to see that. Homecoming week going strong here at A-Town High School. More volleyball coming up here on this very YouTube page. So again, head to the live tab. We've got the link created. We'll go live here in about 10 minutes, and we'll bring you some more volleyball here for TSSR Game Time Live. It's presented by MDH.